The Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium has been hosting Navy football since 1959, but they've never hosted an Army Navy game, even though they've won 16 Commander-in-Chief's trophies. This is where midshipmen and other fans cheer on the team, though. But in the 2020 season, it mostly sat empty because of the pandemic. Thanks to the Academy's commitment to the midshipmen and cadets, the entire class of each school was able to attend the 2020 edition of the rivalry. And in the crowd at Army's Michie Stadium, a pair of Service Academy siblings, twin brothers on opposite sides of the field.
Okay, this is Cadet David Escala, and he attends West Point.
And this is my twin brother, Eric Escala. He's a midshipman at the Naval Academy.
Going to a service academy probably was a no-brainer for David and Eric Escala of Texas. They come from a long line of U.S. Naval Academy graduates.
I knew I wanted to serve in the military, but I wasn't sure what branch I wanted to. But then I started communicating with the Marine Corps recruiters in El Paso. And then from there, I decided that the Marine Corps was the best branch for my interests.
Eric ended up at the Naval Academy, like his grandfather, father, uncle, and older brother had all done before him. David, on the other hand, chose a different mission.
Growing up in my hometown of El Paso, Texas, which is the home of Fort Bliss, one of the largest Army installations in the country and in the world, it just has given me an insight into the culture of the Army, and I just felt like that was the best fit for me.
This year, the choices of these freshman foe came into sharp focus the week of December 7th. At the end of that week, the twins, who shared a womb, would become sworn enemies as opposing fans at the Army-Navy game during a pandemic. Did either of you guys feel cheated at all that this wasn't, a normal Army-Navy game because of COVID and the changes that were made to football schedules through the season?
Yeah, I mean, it feels a little cheated, but I feel it was pretty normal. We still did the march on and everything, but the only difference was that, there wasn't tens of thousands of other people there, because usually a bunch of graduates of West Point and the Naval Academy go, and that would just be cool to experience that, just how loud everybody gets for the teams.
At the end of the day, it just kind of sucks that we didn't get the whole experience of being able to go to Philadelphia or New Jersey for the game, in an NFL stadium with tens of thousands of other people in attendance. But we're plebes, so we still have future years to look forward to. So I don't really feel as cheated as I'm sure a lot of other people feel. So
there were no embarrassing bets or pranks before the game. These are men of honor who see the bigger picture.
In addition to going to college and getting a bachelor's degree, you're also pursuing a higher purpose, to be a leader in the United States military. And I just think that experience is unique.
As you might imagine, with all those naval grads in the family, the storied rivalry was appointment television in the Escala home.
Just a whole family thing that our whole family watches it every year.
And it just has always made me feel wow, I would love to be there someday, just being being in the stands for that game. And then I always was rooting for Army. Sometimes I lose sight of the fact that I'm at West Point, and I just go outside and I look at these buildings and just see these stomping grounds where all these great American generals and presidents and astronauts have have gone to school, and it's just amazing, just the power that perspective puts in you.
After this midshipman and this cadet graduate, they will be officers in the military, leading men and women in whatever task their country asks of them. They will move from being on opposite sides of the field to being brothers in arms. And those brothers are the class of 2024. When we come back, we're going to take a deep dive into the rivalry for the Commander-in-Chief's trophy with the beat writers from each of the service academies. When Behind the Lines, the quest for the CIC continues.